Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm the Game Bastard Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
Austin.
We are playing Outgunned.
Again.
This is perhaps the ultimate episode of Action Team 5, Eagle Encounters.
And things have gotten a little wild with the product placement.
Look, McDonald's was a huge sponsor of this film.
Clearly.
Or maybe Burger King was. I don't know.
McDonald's had 3 objectives in the 90s. Number 1, Mac and Me. Number 2, Action Team. Number 3, the McDLT.
I did not realize that.
Yeah.
Donald Leopold Trump.
Okay.
In the Bastard verse, he took power.
I see.
Well, he is their biggest customer.
Yeah, but he's nice.
In the Bastard verse?
Yeah.
We're going to find out Mac tonight is actually just a mutated Donald L. Trump.
Right.
Definitely no. I don't have the stomach for that.
We're trying to escape reality in these games, Austin.
Yeah. Of course, that does give a little bit more credence to the reasoning behind why Action Team 6 was called The Return of Grimace.
Well,
I never saw it. I thought it was just an unhappy man.
It's lost. They lost a negative on that. It doesn't exist anymore.
It's somewhere in a Swedish film school in a basement.
Right.
Grimace is just Steve Bannon's final form.
The same guy that owns it is the same guy that owns The Day the Clown Cried.
Exactly. Austin, who are you playing?
I am... Who the fuck am I?
Wait, hold on. Austin's having an existential crisis.
Ryan Rex. He's a fighter. He's played by William Zabka from Karate Kid.
Sure he is.
And he's a fan of arcade games.
Corey?
playing Xander Climax. He's all right.
Yep.
Pretty good dude.
He's a professor.
It's true. He got hired.
Does he have tenure?
He's got 10 ladies back at home waiting for him.
Todd?
The amazing Ronjo. When he's not dispensing Eagle Justice, he's a stage magician in Branson, Missouri.
He's never chill.
He's played by Deadly Praise Ted Pryor.
The three of you are just outside Reno, Nevada, in a McDonald's scrapyard, adjacent to the fortified McDonald's University, the source of which you believe is all the strange quote-unquote UFO activity across Nevada. Perhaps some sort of plot by Mac tonight. At least that's according to the depressed Ronald McDonald you found living in this scrapyard.
We had to talk him down a bit.
You did. He was ready to end it all, go into the great void.
This is dark.
The void in which lies his true master, Yog-Sothoth. But he is pulled back from the brink. Amidst his faded clown makeup, he lights a cigarette, says, I'm getting too old for this spleen spasm. I guess I could go with you action team heroes for one last ride. If it's going to take care of Mac tonight, that's worth living for.
Thanks, Ron Mac.
Just, what?
Most Ronalds I know shorten their last names.
Well, I don't. He's smoking the cigarettes with asbestos in them.
Oh.
There was a cigarette put out in the 50s to purify the smoke. They put asbestos crystals in the filters.
Oh, my God.
That's a real thing.
He has a stash of them.
No, he's hoarded them.
My house is insulated with them.
I like the burn.
Okay. All right, let's do this. It's going to be a McMassacre.
So what is your plan? What are you laying down for Ronald McDonald?
We're building the arch ramp.
We're going to drive the Corvette Doug Henning up the ramp and into chaos.
Bypassing the minefields and machine gun turrets.
Yes.
I see. And then what is your plan?
We're going to kill Mac tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, and rescue the cows.
gotcha.
Rescue the... Okay.
Oh, and I guess the cops and people, too.
Sure. The scientist you were supposed to rescue.
Right.
The cows will actually be sent to an actual McDonald's slaughterhouse.
Yeah, a good humane one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So McDonald says, well, you want arches? I got tons. And he takes you out to the arch pile, which is this huge pseudo mountain of disused golden arches. They use only the best steel for these, of course.
Yeah. Good ramping steel.
Yeah. And he says, what do you need from me?
Do you have any weapons?
No, I took his shotgun.
Well, give it back to him. You're going to have to earn your keep, Ronald.
He takes the shotgun. Thanks. It's loaded with dragonfire rounds.
Damn.
I guess all we need right now in order to construct this ramp is an arc welder.
Ronald
Fucking damn it.
says, well, I've got that. And he takes you to a fully stocked tool shop. And he says, I think it's time for a montage.
Yes. Just a montage of us welding this ramp together with some sort of inspirational '90s pop song playing over the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great choice. What is the inspirational 90s pop song?
It's the same song they use in One Crazy Summer when they're repairing the boat.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what the song is.
I don't either, but that one.
All right, so everybody has to participate in the montage.
Okay.
You have to tell me what your character's doing, and obviously this is going to be a critical difficulty, and you guys should roll better than you did the last couple sessions.
Oh, God.
Okay. Xander is going to kind of be the foreman in this situation and not do any work but tell everybody else what to do.
That's on brand.
He's going to use focus and leadership.
All right.
That's a total of 6 for me.
Okay.
The amazing Ronjo is actually certified as a arc welder. He's got a union card.
Yeah?
Yeah, so he's going to put the mask on and he's going to light that torch and start a welding, and he's going to use nerves and dexterity.
Okay, makes sense.
Ryan Rex is the young, svelte one, so he's probably going to be doing a lot of the manual labor, the heavy lifting and stuff like that. So I'm going to use brawn and endure.
All right. So you guys need 3 critical successes
Total?
total from amongst the 3 of you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, I will be rolling 6d6.
Same Z.
Me too. Well, I rolled 4 1s.
Nice. I got 3 4s.
Kyle, I have a question.
Yeah.
One of the amazing Ronjo's feats. It's called pickpocket, but he gains a free reroll whenever he's stealing, and we are, in essence, stealing these arches and the equipment.
That's true.
So I'm going to take a free reroll.
That's fine.
Okay. I ended up with 2 5s and 2 6s. I'm going to hold on to those 5s, and I'm going to reroll everything else. And I did not get an additional 5.
Well, since Austin got 4, which I think is impossible, is that the success?
I think it's extreme.
Extreme, yeah.
And I got a critical success. Does that even out to make us successful?
Yes, it would, because an extreme success is not just one more success. It's essentially like an order of magnitude greater.
Okay.
I ended up with a basic success.
Yeah, you end up having to weld things a lot, because turns out you haven't done this in a while. But with Climax directing, Ryan Rex is hauling things. You guys build a very streamlined golden ramp leading up out of the scrapyard and into the sky.
Nice.
During one of the montage, we see Ronald takes Ryan aside and he says, "Here, kid," and he pushes a shotgun into your hands. "You can keep it.
Hey, thanks.
I'll use Deborah." And he pulls out a machete.
Oh, Jesus. Ooh.
It is clearly caked in blood,
Oh.
dried and rusted.
Wouldn't that be a machete?
A machete.
Hey.
And so you guys are all in the Doug Henning.
Well, Xander's not going to get in the car.
Oh,
To avoid his flaw of car sleepiness,
yes.
Xander is going to search through the rubble to try to find like the leftover costume section
Yeah.
and grab a pair of wings from the birdie costume
Oh.
and some rope. He's going to affix the wings to his back and grab a rope and tie it to the spoiler of the Doug Henning. And when it ramps, he is going to parasail.
McDonald takes you aside and says, "I think you're going to need these." And he hands you a pair of red and yellow roller skates.
Oh, nice.
We used these in a spot back in the 60s. The kids in Santa Monica loved them.
Thanks, Ron Mac.
Don't look inside. Just put them on.
Is this like one of those trucker boots? This is squishy.
So that means Ronjo and Ryan are in the car. Xander is roller skate skiing with wings on in the back.
Roller sailing.
Yeah. And Ronald is, of course, on the top, on the hood, holding on with one hand,
Right.
waving his machete. And as the car's engine is roaring, for some reason, he starts shouting in Thai. You don't know why.
Oh, no.
And he cuts a long mark on his face with the tip of the machete.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how he puts his mouth red back on.
Oh, my God. All right. Are you ready to do the jump, Todd?
I am.
All right. What skill are you using? What stat and skill?
I think obviously this is going to be nerves and stunt,
All right.
which gives me 6.
So you're going to need a critical success for this.
Okay. Revving up the engine on the old Doug Henning, hitting the horn, which makes an eagle sound. Well, I got 3 pair. I'm going to use my reroll. I'm going to hold on to these 2s. I got a good feeling about the 2s. And there it is. Critical
Nice.
success.
The engine of the Doug hitting roars. The tires squeal. It accelerates up the ramp, dragging Climax behind it. McDonald starts shrieking. It reaches over 100 miles per hour, going up the Golden Arch ramp, flies into the air. You're flying through the bright blue Nevada sky, over the chain link fence, over the moat, the dog run, the minefields, the machine guns, the hidden robots. Heading down into McDonald's University, you see whole squads of clown commandos looking up at you in awe as you soar over them. Some freak on roller skates being dragged through the sky. You slam into the top of the great golden arch at the center of McDonald's University and drive down the side. Ronald McDonald is shouting, "He'll be in the main hall!" And you see this huge Greek temple-like building at the center of the university. Giant columns of red and yellow.
An altar to Baal in the middle of it.
Clowns are pouring out from all the surrounding buildings, firing AK-47s at you. A rocket is fired from the archway of some dormitory, exploding nearby. You guys are going to have to fight your way against the clown commandos to the Great Hall to face Mac tonight.
Xander kind of hunches his shoulders forward, and much like Falcon from the Marvel movies, the bird wings wrap around his front to shield him from the oncoming fire.
Is he still airborne?
Yeah, he's gently floating to the ground.
Yeah, of course.
How about this? Me and Rex are going to stay inside the Doug Henning with McDonald on top with Deborah the McShetty. And we're going to start driving around in circles. I'm going to have my shotgun out my window. He's going to have his shotgun out of his. And Ronald McDonald is going to start taking heads with the machete. We're just going to just drive around in circles through, you know.
No time to die style.
As his partners are doing this, Xander is holding on to the rope at the back,
And he's catching air.
using it to clothesline more clowns, meanwhile spraying his Uzi.
I don't know where to start with this.
I honestly want to see this.
I know.
Somebody,
It's a good fucking movie.
somebody make this movie, please. I need to see it.
All right. So who wants to go first? I don't guess it matters which one, though. Todd would make sense.
Yeah, because I'm driving and shooting simultaneously. So
Okay. What are you using here?
once again, I think nerves. I think it is more important that I utilize my drive instead of my shoot for obvious reasons.
That makes sense.
I have my shotgun, but I think number one priority for me at this point is driving so that the targets can be taken out by my compadres.
Okay.
So nerves and drive. And you know what? I'm going to spend an adrenaline, which leaves me with 2 for an additional D6. So rolling 7.
So I'll say there are two ways you can do this. You can either use this as an attack against the clown commandos, in which case you'd need at least a basic success, or you could use this to give bonus dice to your compatriots. And essentially, for every basic success you get, you could give out 1 die. For every critical, you could give out 2. For every extreme, you could give out 3.
Holy shit.
However you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Well, I got 2 basic successes.
So that would essentially give each of us an extra die.
An extra die.
Sure. Though you could always push your luck and roll the 3 failures and see if you could bump that up. If you wanna
No, I
risk
think
it.
I think I'm going to stay with that and give Climax and Rex a extra die for their roll.
Okay. So for this one, I'm going to be using nerves and shoot
Okay.
to be kind of just hanging out the window, one-handed firing the shotgun into the clown commandos all around us.
You should have one leg out kicking as well.
Oh, yeah.
That leg's what I use to pump the reload. And I'm going to spend an adrenaline as well. And I'm using the shotgun, so I get a +1. I'm rolling a total of 8 die. I rolled 3 basic successes. 2 6s, 2 4s, and 2 5s.
You can leave it at that. They have a basic defense, so that would be essentially 3 hits.
Okay. So I have the combo feat, which is after a successful hit, add +1 damage.
Sure.
How does that apply here? Am I essentially just doing 2 damage to each of the
Yeah.
targets that I hit?
You would do 6 damage because you've
Okay.
got 3 hits.
All right.
Now, do you have to spend adrenaline for that, or?
It has an adrenaline icon next to it, so I'm going to say yes.
Yep. The Doug hitting is spinning around this plaza, doing donuts around the great statue of Baphomet.
whose horns are in the shape of the arches
Of
here.
course.
Rex has leaned out the window, firing his shotgun. Each blast is a explosive inferno from the Dragon's Breath shells loaded in, each one igniting a score of clown commandos that die screaming.
Wigs burning everywhere.
Ronjo is maneuvering expertly. Ronald McDonald decapitates a taller clown. The head flies up, and Climax has to dodge it as he's sailing through the air. Roll for Climax.
That sounds odd.
I started to say, that's a totally different game.
That came out wrong. Or did it?
Oh. So Xander, rolling around on his roller skates and birdie wings.
That doesn't sound odd.
What? Is going to use his focus and shoot here. Focus being holding the rope taut to clothesline the clowns, and
Sure.
shoot for shooting.
Okay.
So it'll give me a-
I'm glad you explained that. You're welcome.
Yeah, paint the picture.
he's using his Uzi, which has rapid fire, and gets a +1 at medium range or close range, which, I'll get close or medium to the clowns before I start shooting at them.
Yeah, I'd say you're at close range.
Okay.
For everything around here.
So that gives me a +1. That's 7 die. I got +1 from Todd's help, so that's 8 die total.
What?
Yep.
And now, more of the star-studded WBQP Telethon of Talent.
Thanks for tuning in to the 45th Annual WBQP Telethon of Talent. I'm Flinch Corduroy. If you haven't taken a look at who we'll have performing later on this evening, do yourself a favor, grab that TV guide, turn to page 73. There you'll see a picture of yours truly and a complete list of performers that will appear on our stage tonight on the WBQP studio stage. What you won't see are the surprises we have in store, because more than one Hollywood starlet will be, according to this reporter, showing up to sing for our favorite charity this year, David's Bridal. Of course, in reference to our famous WBQP station weather horse, David. As you all know, David lost his battle with equine emphysema last month after being brutally stabbed multiple times by that rascally Storm. This telethon is to honor David's memory, and every fourth dollar pledged tonight will go to research the cause of equine emphysema and treatment. Our first act will be that roguish John Flame, sponsored by David's favorite cigarette, Milwaukee Smooth. One puff of a Milwaukee Smooth, and you'll say cheese and crackers, that's good tobacco. Let's welcome John Flame, everyone.
I got 4 6s and 2 5s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Climax indeed.
As he's spinning and unloading the Uzi, like inspired by Ryan Rex, he pushes the button to drop the clip and kicks with his roller skate another clip back into it and just unloads.
Yeah, the other clip that dropped out, you also kick that and it decapitates another clip.
I sharpened my clips.
Yeah. 5 minutes later, the final echo of Uzi and shotgun fire dies away, and the plaza is littered with dead and smoldering clown commandos.
The last death rattle of the clown. Ooh.
The great statue of Baal stands silent. Will it be appeased by this bloodshedding? No one knows. Ronald leaps off the car, seemingly perhaps animated, spits on the ground. Let's go in this.
Welcome back, Ronald.
I like to imagine he's now literally animated because this actor quit at this point in the movie.
Suddenly a voice booms throughout the university. Action team!
Yeah.
It is I, Mac Tonight.
Oh, hey.
I knew you would come for me eventually. Do not worry. I have plans for you and Ronald. The entire university begins to shake, and the top of the Parthenon-like structure crumbles away, and a giant UFO rises out of the top.
Oh, Jesus.
Mac Tonight's voice roars. Enjoy your last shamrock shake!
Oh, no.
And a beam of green energy lances out from the side of the UFO. Ronald looks back at you all and says, good luck, and leaps into the heart of the beam.
No!
It slams into his body, throwing him across the university, but his clown energy makes it rebound. And hits the UFO. There's a burst of flame, and there's the shamrock shake beam explodes. Mac Tonight, you hear him roar through the speakers, no! And the UFO begins to quickly accelerate away out into the desert.
Should we chase after it, guys?
Yes.
Yes, Climax hollers from across the courtyard.
This is when the chase begins, and there are specific rules in Outgunned for a chase that we've been trying to use for about 6 sessions.
Yeah, right.
All right, so there are 2 aspects to a chase. The first is the need. This represents the objective. Obviously, in this case, it is the need to reach McDonald's UFO.
This is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You guys ever just listened to the words coming out of our mouths?
No.
We're
never.
grown men.
Some of us have children.
Yeah.
But they don't listen either, so it's okay. So you guys are going to have 12 need that you need to fulfill to catch the UFO. The way that works is each round of the chase, you have a speed rating. The Doug hitting is a speed of 1, so it starts at 1. Each round, your speed rating is going to reduce or fulfill the need until you either catch the UFO or it gets away.
Okay.
So, do we have an allotted number of rounds that we'll get in order to try and meet this goal? Like, is there a clock on it?
Well, so each round that you guys are trying to accelerate, the enemy is going to be attempting to get away or to shoot at you and do bad things to you. And so you could potentially be taking damage because your Doug hitting your car can only take a certain amount of damage, and if that damage is exhausted, then it explodes and you lose the chase. If you guys lose all your grit, you lose the chase. If there's a countdown, which there's not in this case,
Oh, okay.
you would lose the chase. You could even set a minimum speed if you wanted. Like, if you wanted to, you could say, well, the minimum speed that you have to keep is 2, and then if you fell below that, you would lose the chase. Though in this case, the UFO is damaged, so it can't get up to its top flight speed.
Okay.
And that's the way it works.
Okay.
Corey, are you going to remain towed behind the car?
Absolutely. Yeah, the car sleepiness is a real thing.
Yeah.
Now remember, you're all, even though, to emphasize, even though Todd is driving, on each of the action turns, all of you can do things to increase the speed of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we basically each get a turn each round, right?
That's right.
Cool. Let's chase.
All right, the engine of the Doug hitting roars. You guys tear off across the desert after Mac tonight's damaged UFO.
Ronjo says, hold on to your pants, fellas. We're going to make like a red rubber ball
Okay.
and disappear.
Okay, thanks.
Get it?
Yes.
Climax is flying behind the car on roller skates. Ronjo's, of course, driving, and Rex is in the passenger seat. What are you guys doing? This is your first round to try to catch the UFO.
Okay.
Okay, well, I am going to, first of all, apply my spin out feat.
Ooh.
I'm going to attempt to pull up alongside the UFO and do one of them whip around, spin out kind of things, slamming into the UFO to try to knock it off the road.
Okay. Okay.
Is it on the road?
Wait, is it driving?
It's flying, but you know what? If you could figure out a way that you could spin out and make the UFO that is flying through the air drive off the sky road, I'll allow it.
Well, I think this is something that can assist Xander, because Xander will be airborne.
That's true.
And that whip around will get him closer to the UFO.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the end, the professor of shooting became the bullet.
Now, Todd, do you have to do anything for that feat, or does it just work?
I have to spend an adrenaline to use it.
Okay.
No, it just works, but what I do is I have to flip a coin.
Oh, okay.
So, if I get heads, we lose 1 speed.
Oh.
If I get tails, we gain 1 speed.
All right.
And in addition to the coin flip, this is a full turn, and so all the action team get to skip the reaction phase. So the UFO does not get to actually attack us whilst I am in the midst of the spin out.
Oh, that makes sense. So there are missiles from the UFO slamming all around you guys, but you're definitely dodging them.
Fry shaped.
Yeah, and spinning the car around to slam Climax into the side of it.
Since we do not have a coin, because who the fuck carries coins anymore?
It's 2025. So.
Besides my grandpa.
My coin purse fell out of my pocket yesterday.
I'm going to roll a D4. The 1 and 2 will be heads. The 3 and 4 will be tails. And we're hoping for tails here because we gain a speed if we get that. Oh no, it's heads. We lose a speed.
You lose a speed, but you don't get attacked this round, so it's a risk versus reward. Corey, I believe Xander is next.
So while Xander was taxiing before before liftoff, he reached down and grabbed the corpse of one of the attack dogs.
Uh-huh.
The attack dog being, of course, the very short-lived McDonald's character Sunday the Dog.
Oh.
Which appeared on some McDonald's live-action television show. And the dog was portrayed by Vern Troyer in a dog suit.
What?
I don't know what is true right now.
It's all true, and it was voiced by D. Bradley Baker, who is the voice of all the clones on every Star Wars.
Oh, they just couldn't give Vern Troyer the whole fucking gig?
Are you kidding?
No.
Oh my God.
So, Sunday the Dog in hand.
What the fuck?
And he's a very stupid-looking character, too.
Yes.
They were right. He's kind of nightmarish as well.
So the dog corpse is just flopping around in your hand.
Yeah, as I go airborne and I shake it so the Vern Troyer corpse falls out.
An unidentified body tumbles out of this dog costume.
And as Ronjo is whipping the car around, Xander flies towards one of the engines and throws the Sunday corpse into one of the engines to try to slow it down.
Oh, all right. So there's no specific difficulty for this.
Okay.
The greater success you get, the greater your speed will increase.
Okay. So I'm going to use my skill of That's All. Gain a free reroll for courage, resist pain, resist threats. This is pretty courageous.
Oh, there's nothing more courageous than throwing a dog corpse into an airplane engine.
And having to land on roller skates.
Well, yeah.
Not even a dog corpse, some kind of small person attack costume, I guess.
So I think I'm going to use focus and dexterity here.
All right.
That'll give me 5 die. I'm going to go ahead and spend an adrenaline to get an extra die. So a total of 6. So I got 3 4s, but I got my free reroll.
And now, more of the star-studded WBQP Telethon of Talent. Let's hear it one more time for Second Baptist Church Youth Pastor Rick Reeder and Rappin' Jesus. The way he rhymed cross, boss, and soy sauce, the Fresh Prince better watch out. The Prince of Peace is getting jiggier with it. Word of God up! I'm Rod Faulkner from WBQP's Wake Up with Rod and Susie. We're now in hour 36 of the Telethon of Talent benefiting David's Bridal. Susie couldn't be here because she's suffering from postpartum depression after giving birth to twins Taysom and Jason. Love you, Suze. And to Suze's better half, Larry, hope that black eye clears up soon. But seriously, postpartum depression is no laughing matter, especially in horses. Your donation to David's Bridal can rescue a mare from the depths of EPD, equine postpartum depression. But we're not only raising money for mama horse, but baby horse as well. David's Bridal is a proud supporter of Mr. Colby's Pony Hospital, the leader in ponyhood cancer research. Let's look at that big board and see a new total. $998. Please call the number on your screen and help us reach $1,000, and we'll send you this David's Bridal bucket of oats, which is a much better bucket than the one Boxcar Slim is famous for losing. Up next on the telethon, we are so lucky to have someone of this magnitude here with us tonight. You know him from the 1983 smash hit television show Manimal. But tonight he's here to bless us all with a dramatic reading of Michael Martin Murphy's equine classic song, Wildfire. Please welcome to the stage, Simon McCorkindale.
Nothing else there. So 3 4s, critical success.
Black smoke billows out of the engine, the UFO. It slows, thereby your speed going back up to 1. Austin, you have the last round of the action turn.
I don't know how to follow that.
Throw another dog.
Ryan Rex is going to take careful aim at the whatever the central eye is that fired the Shamrock Shake beam.
It's a UFO. It's got to have like a glowing weak spot.
It's essentially got
Yeah.
a Death Star eye.
Right, it's like a Metroid thing.
Sure.
And he's going to, while the car is so close to the UFO, he's going to fire the shotgun directly into that eye to see if he can do additional damage.
All right. What are you rolling?
So this is going to be nerves and shoot, which is going to be 4 dice. I do get a +1 from the shotgun, so I'm rolling a total of 5 dice this time. There's a pair of 4s. I get 1 free reroll when fighting, so there's a third 4 and a pair of 1s. So a critical and a basic.
So the basic doesn't really do anything in this case, but the critical boosts your speed up to 2. It's the end of the round, so you guys at speed 2 fulfill 2 need on your need.
So the UFO doesn't get a turn because of Todd's skill, right?
It does not. Todd's feet knocked it out.
Okay.
Well, old Ronjo is going to take out his shotgun. He saw what Rex was able to do there. He is going to flip the car around so that he's driving in reverse with the shotgun hanging out, and he is going to take another shot at something that will hopefully slow the UFO down.
All right.
His shotgun, that gives me an additional... Are we close, Kyle?
Yeah, you guys are close.
So that gives me 2 additional D6s, and I will be using nerves and shoot. So that's going to give me a total of 8 D6. Well, I got 3 basic successes. I am going to re-roll. I'm going to hold on to my pair of 4s and hopefully get a few more of those. Well, I didn't get any additional 4s. I got 2 6s and 2 5s, so
Good
yeah.
Lord.
Okay.
3
so-
basic shitty successes.
So this is going to cost you a success. So lose one of your 4s since that was the original. And turn that to any other number. Now, remember, you can always push your luck again and risk getting no successes to roll again.
I would risk it just because we
Yeah.
already get nothing from having basic successes.
True. All right, so I'm going to hold on to those 6s.
Dear Lord, Todd.
Jesus Christ, this is horrifying. Okay, I got 2 4s, 2 2s, a 3, and a 1.
Well, you get no successes on, going all in, which means the speed goes down by 1.
Ah, jeez.
Because you need at least a basic success to not reduce your speed.
So we're back down to speed 1.
Yeah, your shotgun misfires, and it scars the side of the Doug Henning. One of the wheels begins to wobble. All right, who's next? You guys are down to speed 1.
So Xander, using the momentum of both the whip around and under cover of the smoke from the dog, it's basically like cramming a dog in a tailpipe. You know how that works. Like, it's always bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Always make smoke.
Yeah. Xander is going to shoot towards the Doug Henning to shoot the rope free from the spoiler
Oh,
so he can use the momentum to launch to the top of the UFO
okay.
and try to slide forward to the windshield to block Mac Tonight's vision.
With his wings.
Yes, he will spread his mighty wings
All right.
eagerly. So I'm going to use focus and shoot, I think.
All right.
And he's using his pistol, because the Uzi, that's not accurate. And he gets a free reroll with his gunslinger skill for using a pistol. So 6 die. Well, I got 2 pair, but got my reroll. Rolling like a fucking Todd over here. There's 3 3s and 2 1s.
So you've got a critical. That would be enough
Okay.
to increase the speed by 1 to 2, unless you want to go all in.
I'm going to hold off for right now.
All right, so currently speed is 2, Austin. Xander's on top of the UFO, covering the front windshield with his wings, and he sees Mac Tonight inside at the pilot seat. This humanoid man with a huge moon-like head, sunglasses. Of course, the windshield is soundproof, so he can't tell what Mac Tonight is saying, but he seems unhappy.
And now, more of the star-studded WBQP Telethon of Talent.
Welcome back to the WBQP Telethon of Talent. This is Bitchin' Monerson. Best wishes to Simon McCorkindale's family after an unfortunate stage accident. I've never seen a mule kick like that in my life. But hopefully with your donations, that's the last bucket that'll get kicked this evening when your dollars go toward funding research for David's Bridal. I've also been asked to make the following announcement. David's Bridal, like a horse bridle, is not affiliated with the popular wedding dress vendor and bears no liability toward the David's Bridals Corporation. We are asking the store's staff to please file your complaints with our legal department and not clog up our telephone phone lines. And speaking of clogged up, we've got the Costigan Plumbing Company up next with their Hawaiian steel drums made of hollowed-out water heaters. Make those wrenches clang, gang.
Ryan Rex has been looking throughout the undercarriage of the UFO and is trying to find something to aim for that will activate the ship's abduction beam.
Okay.
Seeing something that looks like it, I don't know. Maybe there's a big button on the bottom.
Yeah, there's a button that says abduction beam.
He's going to aim the shotgun for that and see if they can't get the entire Doug Henning sucked up into the ship.
For the sake of you guys rolling something other than guns, it says abduction beam, parentheses, not bulletproof.
Seeing this very fragile abduction beam button on the bottom of the ship, Ryan Rex reaches back in the back seat of the Doug Henning, pulls out his beloved toolbox, and he kisses it gingerly, and then leans out the window and hurls it up in the air with his legs still out the window, gives it a karate kick to send it beaming up into the ship.
Yeah, of course. That's how that works.
Yeah, this is going to be brawn and stunt.
If we ever get a lot of money, we're going to make this movie.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Not in this country because McDonald's would sue us.
Sure.
Right.
But maybe in North Korea.
Yeah.
So this is going to be 6 dice. I'm going to spend my last adrenaline to try and make this fucking bullshit work. Kyle, do I get anything from the toolbox?
Sure, you get a die.
Cool. All right, so 8 dice. I got 4 5s.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's an extreme. So that would increase speed by 2.
Okay.
So we're up to 4.
Yeah, if you could increase it even more, it could go... If you hit an impossible success, you'd increase speed by 3. If you hit a jackpot, you win the chase outright.
Oh, wow.
You want to re-roll your lost failures there?
Well, that depends. You want to give me my free martial arts reroll?
He did kick it.
Since you described kicking it, yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Yeah, there's another 5.
Woohoo.
So I got 5 5s.
5 5s is really good. If you got one more 5,
Oh, God.
you would end the chase right here, Austin.
Austin, think about your rolling historically.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that.
You
and
could be the hero.
quit while I'm ahead.
What is our speed up to now?
Your speed right now is 5
Sweet.
because that took it to increased it by 3.
So is the Doug Henning getting sucked into the ship now?
No, but the beam is. You guys are driving through the desert. The beam is on it, sucking up huge amounts of rocks and iguanas, sagebrush.
Okay.
You drive through a trailer park.
Specifically, iguanas.
There's iguanas in the desert, Austin.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where they farm them in
Sand.
Nevada. They harvest their milk.
Okay, so the beam is essentially slowing the ship down.
That's right. You
Cool.
guys are getting really close to being sucked up in the beam itself and getting up into the UFO. But that's when you drive through the Grand Canyon
Oh, cool.
because it's close, probably.
So sucking the rocks into it, does that mean the ship is getting heavier and getting closer to the ground as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. But now you guys have to take a reaction round to drive through the Grand Canyon and survive all the rocks and debris that are also being thrown out of the side. This is going to require, Todd, you're going to need nerves plus drive. Everybody else is going to be nerves plus awareness
Okay.
to not take damage. This is a dangerous roll.
Okay, well, that's going to give me, I've got 3 nerves, 3 drive, so I'll be rolling 6.
All right.
That'll give me 5 die, but I think I could still use my That's All skill for resisting threats.
Sure.
So I get a free reroll.
I'm just rolling 3 dice.
Oh boy.
What keeps happening to my fucking rolls?
Well, I got a pair, but I'm going to use my reroll.
Okay.
Yeah, I also got 1 pair.
3 4s.
3 4s. Corey, you're not going to take any damage. Austin, what did you get?
I got jack shit.
you're
but
gonna-
when I fail a reaction, I immediately get resilient and take an adrenaline. So,
Oh, you also take 3 grit.
okay.
Todd, are you going to re-roll or stay with your basic
I am
success?
going to re-roll.
All right.
There we go, that's 4 1s.
Nice.
You're fine. You managed to dodge the larger boulders.
Ryan Rex gets thrown all about the car.
He bumps his noggin. And it is round 3. There are 5 need remaining.
And now, more of the star-studded WBQP Telethon of Talent.
Welcome back to the Telethon of Talent. Flern Flotsam here, and let's hear it for AIN, the world's only artificial intelligence trained cover band. Yes, we know their cover of Drops of Gas Giant was actually a song from Silverchair, but they're gonna get better. In 30 years, they'll be flawless. And a quick update here to representatives of the wedding store David's Bridals. Our lawyer, Eric Daniels, assures us we're well within our rights to name our charity after our dead horse friend. So you can stop with the calls and stop sending the heavily armed bachelorette parties to try to intimidate us, okay? I mean, it's not even legal to marry a horse yet. Anyway, back to the big show. Coming up now, we've got the amazing Hill family with their ramp stunt routine. I don't know what they're planning on doing with that spinning blade pit that's also on fire and full of bad things, but I'm sure it'll be fantastic. Okay, back to the movie.
I think it's time for the amazing Ronjo to take the spotlight.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, we got our spotlight back at the beginning of the movie, right?
Hell yeah.
Indeed you did.
And I'm going to spend my final adrenaline for a crazy stunt.
Ooh.
The crazy stunt is a full turn, which means there will be no reaction phase. I am going to flip a coin again. If I get heads, we add 1 need. If I get tails, we fill 5 need.
Oh, well, you're at 5 remaining right now.
There is one drawback, however. This crazy stunt will destroy the Doug Henning.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Now, you said you're using a spotlight, right?
Yeah.
Well, then it means you don't have to roll.
Yeah, automatic success with the spotlight.
Yeah. Now, the Doug Henning would still be destroyed.
Well, yeah.
But
Yes.
does that just mean we can maximize the possible outcome in this case? Because he's not even having to roll for whether the stunt is successful at all. He's just having to roll for essentially how much need we
Need.
fill.
No, he wouldn't have to roll anyway.
Okay.
He would just have to flip the coin, and spotlight means you don't have to roll. Flipping a coin is technically a roll.
Okay.
Okay, so this is I just do it then.
You just do it.
Cool.
That's what spotlight does. You just
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
Can I just for funsies activate my spotlight and do a thing as well?
Sure.
Okay.
So we just successfully navigated the Grand Canyon.
Yep. You come roaring out the other side. Huge jump.
Don't worry about why. This is
Yeah, and by the way, jumping the Grand Canyon is only the precursor to the crazy stunt.
Oh, okay.
So with that much momentum, and with the abductor beam being activated, Ronjo is going to drive the Doug Henning into the abductor beam, and as it is being sucked up into the UFO, he's gonna gun it.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Because we're on the other side of the Grand Canyon, so it is sucking up like rocks and debris, and hopefully the back 2 wheels are gonna latch on to a giant rock.
Right.
Clearly. Yeah.
And the UFO is pretty iguana heavy right now.
Right.
It is. Mac tonight is in the cockpit throwing iguanas across the room. Get off me!
And he's gonna let those tires spin on that giant rock as it's pointed upward to the UFO, and then he's gonna drop it into gear, and right before he steps on the gas to just drive it straight into the UFO, he's gonna hit his walkie-talkie, which will broadcast his voice into the cockpit
Sure.
of Mac tonight, and he's gonna say, "You deserve a break today, motherfucker." Fistoker. And right as he guns it, he's gonna jump out one side, and Rex is gonna jump out the other, and the Doug Henning is gonna sacrifice its life to destroy the UFO, including Mac tonight.
And Kyle, can I use my spotlight just for funsies?
Yeah.
So this is a pretty typical plan. He knows this is coming.
You guys workshop this before.
Right. We have a scenario for everything. We got everything planned out.
This is Plan L.
Right. Xander is going to push his legs onto the windshield and spring backwards to get away from the UFO that's about to explode.
Yeah.
He looks at Mac tonight and says, "There's not going to be a Mac tomorrow." And with both his revolver and Uzi, the main bullet is going to come from the revolver. But behind it, after he shoots, he's going to unload his Uzi. Those bullets are going to hit the revolver bullet, to give it more momentum.
That
to make sure it breaks through the windshield.
I see.
And put one between his creepy eyes, shattering his sunglasses.
His sunglasses are ruined. His body
Hell no.
collapses. The Doug Henning engine roaring gets sucked into the UFO, and then we see the top of the UFO crack apart. The Doug Henning rips through vertically. Wheels spinning, on fire. Cows, like parts of cows are attached to it. You see a scientist dangling from the door. Help me! The Doug Henning slowly vaults, turns, slams back towards the UFO, and lands in the cockpit.
Well, it reaches its zenith right in front of the moon.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Also, it's nighttime.
Yeah.
Slams into the cockpit of the UFO. McDonald is crushed. The Doug Henning explodes. The UFO is ripped apart in a massive Death Star style explosion. It is, in fact, the Death Star explosion. They cut it from a print of Star Wars.
But they added that shockwave.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
That's where Lucas got the idea. And our heroes settle to the ground. In the desert, pieces of UFO and McDonald drifting lazily in the wind.
Ryan Rex is going to use his spotlight. When he blasted out of the Doug Henning, he ripped off the door, and flipping through the air, he gets it under his feet and literally just sky surfs back into the Grand Canyon.
How often have we done Legolas shit in this damn show?
A lot. McDonald is defeated, and perhaps now the cows in Nevada can get some much-needed moo time.
Well, fellas, the amazing Ronjo's got a 5 p.m. call in Branson tomorrow. Looks like I'll be heading to the airport to fly back once again. Very proud to be part of the action team.
Great job, fellas. But before we go, and Xander kind of cocks his head over to a group of women playing beach volleyball.
Beside the Grand Canyon.
Yes. I gotta find a bubble bath partner.
Just one last thing I gotta say, fellas. Abracadabra. Babu Frick. And he drops a glitter smoke bomb and is gone.
Once the glitter fades away, you see Ronjo just running across the
And Commissioner Gordon's there, like, how does he always do this?
Far away, miles away, in the ruins of McDonald University, smoke is drifting. We hear a hacked cough. The burned frame of Ronald McDonald raises himself up, his wounds magically healing as the power of McDonald's returns to him. And he says, "Good job, action team," and lights another asbestos cigarette. The end.
Nice. Damn, outgunned rules.
Yeah. I think we should just turn this into an outgunned podcast.
No, it's way too much work.
True.
But it was a lot of fun. Like, you know, we came up with the idea to do the edited for TV thing, which ended up being a lot more work on my part, and, and the commercials and all that. But it was a lot of fun to do something a little different.
Yeah, it started out as Corey just texting all of us and saying, "Hey, what would you guys think if we did really bad dubs for the censorship?" And it turned into, well, what's the arc for this set of commercials?
Yes, this was a tremendous amount of fun.
Yeah, and thanks to everybody who has given us feedback on this. It seems it was well received.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun doing that.
And we hope you have had a lot of fun listening.
Yeah,
And we can't wait to show you what's next.
not going to be as good.
I'll show you what's next. A promo for NorseFoundry.com. Hey, do you need dice? Of course you do. You're a gamer. You play the Titter Pigs.
Yep.
Then get on your phone or your laptop or your tower and go to NorseFoundry.com. You'll find all manner of dice made out of all manner of material. They are used by Bastard Quest and Bastard Quest approved. And when you make your purchase at checkout, make sure you enter promo code CHAM, that's CHAM, CHAM, and you'll get the 10% Bastard Quest discount at NorseFoundry.com.
I just got a really nice new dice bag from them. It's made from real Nevada iguana skin.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, there's a shortage.
There is now.
The tariffs.
Mine was stitched together with burnt clown hair.
No, God.
Jesus.
We'd also like to thank our sponsor, Barrel and Bond, 100 Broadway Street in beautiful downtown Paducah, right there on the banks of the Ohio River.
And as always, thanks to those of you who listen, who leave us reviews, who comment or engage with us on social media. Thanks to all of you lovely patrons who have donated money to let us buy games like this and who we get to talk to on Discord.
Yeah, this game was suggested I think multiple times
Yes.
on the Discord.
Yeah. We love hearing from you. We love talking to you. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
Austin.
Hyena bison, hierophant, ungulate splunch, munching on tarragon,
Droopy, Poggle, Porkins, Clegg, Scissor Punch, Dexter Jetster, Bibble, Cookie Tugs,
Bumfuzzle.
Canoodle. Doozy. Kerfuffle. Malarkey. Poppycock. Paprikash. Taradiddle. Wonder Kid. Ass Magnet.
Razzle Dazzle. Camshaft. Flurn. Spackle Heifer. Discounted Ham. Meth Wizard. Charlie Hunnam. Skip Bow. Rescue Python. Padinkle Hummer. Scum Hamper. Dream Poopies.
cock.